signal, raise your hand if you have used MyLabs Plus before, please. Or I'm sorry, well, nobody's used, go ahead and send them. Because MyLabs Math is about the same. So how many of you? 5? Let's see. 1, 2. Wow, just 2? Nobody else has used MyLabs. Well, I'll be. Okay, so most of the class has not even used it. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, I got that under my belt now. So what we need to do is take from the beginning. Now, let me go ahead and say to you that MyLabs Plus is different from what you're using this semester. Hold on. Where is my, there it is. Okay, MyLabs Plus is different than MyLabs Math. MyLabs Plus is not equal to MyLabs Math. Yes, is using MyLabs Math. This is the new thing we're going to. By the end of next year, we will not be using MyLabs Plus. So I want everybody to make sure you understand that these two are not the same. Okay? They are very similar as far as operation, but they are not identical. So you may have to use a new password and username for MyLabs Math. 109 and 211 are the only classes that are using MyLabs Math. Does everybody understand that? Just raise your hand. Make sure I get a few hands that understand. Okay, I got some coming in. So that means that you understand that these are not the same. Okay, so with that being said, let's go to our somebody has sent something. I'm gonna make sure that it's nobody trying to get in. Hold on. Okay, it's not. I wanted to make sure I didn't get a message somebody's trying to get in. All right, let me get back to this. Okay. And I want to get this turned off. Y'all excuse me, I'm trying to get things turned off where I can see better. All right, so now I'm going to go back to, can't find my mouse. There we go. All right, and go to Blackboard. And Blackboard is under Learn. If you have a Learn tab, Blackboard is under Learn. And click on to log on to Blackboard. Hopefully it'll work today. Click on Courses. Left-hand side. I do not use Blackboard. So the only thing you're going to see on Blackboard from me is my 109 syllabus and my class and my information. And that's because I have to do that. They make me do that. MyLabs Plus is right there. Okay, I'm sorry. MyLabs Math. Click on that. And click on MyLabs Math here. Now somewhere, somebody volunteer this information if you know it. Somewhere, it's going to ask you for a username and password. somewhere. Can somebody tell me where that is? Because I don't know, because I haven't logged into it because it knows mine automatically. Does anybody want to volunteer that information? Unless you know. Now, make sure you read this, because Red Shelf recommends using the latest versions of browsers, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, and Edge, available on your device for the best e-reading experience. For more information, check on Red Shelf Solve. Now, that is, these supplemental websites for books and courses, that's true. If you don't have the latest, it's going to cause problems. So make sure you visit Red Shelf Solve. Red Shelf is the new format, or the new carrier that's carrying MyLab's math. Okay? And you go to 109, you hit View Course Materials, and launch publisher's website. And you should see an and somewhere in there, it might ask you for a username and password. I tell students username would be H. McClure without the @tctc.edu. Yours would be J. Smith 13 or Bob B. Jones 18. And then your T number or your password, whichever one. If you've changed your T number to a password, use the password. If the password don't work, use the T number. Has anybody been asked, that's following along, has anybody been asked for a username and password? Anybody? Okay, well, I hope y'all are following along. Okay, so here we go. This is MyLab Math. Different carrier, and it looks about here's where all your stuff is. The first thing we're going to pull up is eText. eText means your book. Click on eText. I don't know, we need the outline, so let's go get the outline because we don't know what we're doing. So let's go to outline, Math 109. Let's see, where's the 109 syllabus and handout? That's 111. I got that miss. There we go, 109. Just give me a second to find it. I don't know why I got the 111 and the 109. I don't know why I did that. 109. I don't know why I don't have it. Did I send y'all the 109? Did I send that to y'all? I think I did. Okay, y'all can talk to me. Y'all can say yes or no, please. Okay, we're gonna play this game.
Yeah,
now.
I don't. I tried following you, and I just kind of got lost. It doesn't look the same as yours. Like it's having me, like, start studying with a publisher's website, and then I go onto I click that, right? I can't see where you are, so I'm kind of lost there.
Okay, keep trying. Try to get to where I was. I appreciate it. Thanks for the mine showing up books.
Yeah, mine's showing up the books too, and then if I do that, right, I click on the book, right, it takes me to somewhere called Pearson's or something like that. And if I open my labs and mastering or something like that, it makes me make a Pearson's account.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you don't
Go ahead
have
and
an
do that.
account, you'll have to make one.
yes.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I was talking about, username and password. Thank you, Ms. Hollister.
No problem.
See, that helps when people interact, communicate, good. Don't be weaned on a pickle. All right, so y'all keep looking. I gotta look for I know I sent y'all Math 109 syllabus. I just can't find it right now. Why does that say Math 111? That's not right. Well, I'll just go pull up. Let me keep going and hopefully I'll find it. I know I sent a Math 109 syllabus. That's 110. Okay, well then I'll just go to Blackboard and pull it up. I'm not gonna fool with it. Just let me I'll just pull it up this way. That's why I put it on all these different sites. So pull up your handy dandy syllabus and go to the last page. And where do we start? We start in so I go back to my handy dandy. I done lost where I was. Forgive me. E-text, and I go to 1.1 and hit e-text. How you coming there? Were you able to get on? Thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. Melnick. Pretty bad when the teacher can't find his own syllabus. I thought, okay. All right, anyway, are y'all able to get on? What is that? Your session has ended. Oh my gosh, really? How's my session ended? I'm right here. Anyway, that's how you pull up the e-text. I don't know why it's doing that. 1.1 e-text. And print the page. Now, each section is about 8 to 10 pages. So this is how, if you wanted to not buy a book, this is how you do it. Print those out, put 3 hole punches in it, put it in a notebook, and say Unit 1, Math 109. And then you have all of them. But it'll take you'll have to kill some trees, and it'll take some time because I think you can only print 1 page at a time. So you can only print that 1 page, I think. Yeah. It won't let you print the whole. I don't know why they won't do that, but anyway. So you can use an old book, you can use an old new book, you can share a book if you want to, or you can print the book out. I don't care. But everybody has access to the ebook. Does everybody understand that? Let me see some hands. Got on. Okay, I'm on good. Miss Rahu, how do you say that? Is it Rahu?
Yeah, it's Rahoot, but it's.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Rahu. Is that German or what?
Yes, sir, it is German.
Okay. Okay, I'm starting to see some hands, so that means people are getting it. I'm looking to make sure, yeah, we got some hands so everybody sees how to pull up the, let's see. Yes, we can just use the e-text. You could just use the e-text, I don't care. However you want to use it. If you want to look at it on your laptop, or if you want to print it out, or if you want to buy a new book or buy an old book, I really don't care. And I don't mean that meaning I don't care. I just don't want y'all thinking that you have to go out and buy all this crazy stuff. Okay? So that's how you look at the main menu and go to Gradebook. Let me go ahead and set Gradebook up first. Go to Gradebook. And some of y'all can actually see that this system runs like MyLabs Plus. It runs very, very similar. I'm going to go ahead and punch in homework is 20%, quizzes are 10%. I've already done this. All right, everybody look at that. Test is 70%, quizzes are 10%, and homework is 20%. There are some homework quizzes that you take before and after, and that's 10%. Okay, so make sure that you understand that. Wi-Fi is not cooperating. Okay, Mr. Gate. Okay, y'all have to excuse me. Some of these names, some of these first names are not, you know, that's okay. Just don't worry about it. You can try to get on it later, but keep trying. It's not a big deal. And it looks like everybody else is doing okay. All right. So now when you go to your Gradebook, here's your Gradebook. It's going to look like this. Now it defaults to your overall grade right here. Inside that circle, there'll be a number, 28.6, 72.5, 101.7. Okay, that's your grade for the semester. If you want to see how it's calculating it, you hit show calculation, and it'll show you you've got this much homework, you got this many points, that makes up for this many points, and the quiz is worth 10%, that number right here, and then your test is 70. You test after you have completed them. That's where you do it down here. If you want to go in and review test and review homework that you have completed, you do it through Gradebook. So you might want to write that down. Not only does Gradebook have your grades, but you can review completed homework and completed test in Gradebook. Now, if y'all have questions, you either need to blurt them out or you need to write them down in the chat and then have somebody tell me that there's a question, because sometimes I don't look at the chat. All right, so that's Gradebook. So now we've done e-text and we've done Gradebook. Now, how am I going to show y'all test, because I haven't made up a test? Let me go in.
On the homework, where can we see when the homework is due?
We'll get to that in just a minute, okay? I appreciate you asking. I'm going to get to that in just a minute, because the homework is the last thing I cover because it's got the most stuff in it, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to go over the test next. Let me go here. I don't think I can pull in an old test because it's new. Let me see if I can do that. No, that's homepage manager. Where is my assignment manager? There it is. They've changed some things around, so I'm having to learn this also. I want to bring in, can I bring in a 109 assignment? Let's see. Next. Nope, I cannot. So I'm going to have to go back, and I'm going to make up a quick test right quick. create assignment, create test. I'm going to call this test, what can I call this test that y'all won't think it's a real test? So somebody will think this is a real test. Next. And I'm going to pull in, okay, go away. Let's see, I want to pull in custom questions. Oh my gosh, you don't have my custom questions? Oh my gosh. Huh. Wow. I'm going to have to make up all new questions. Well, that sucks. Okay, I'm finding this out for the first time. I didn't know. Huh. Show publisher's question. So, okay, I'm going to go through, I'm going to switch gears right quick. I'm going to show you a test from another class because I ain't got time to do that. So I'm going to pull up My Labs Plus. Y'all just ignore this right quick. TCTC dot. I'm going to show y'all what my test looks like. I'm glad that I found out that I don't have my questions on there because I'm going to pull up 109 from, where's 109? 109. I'm going to show y'all what the test looks like. I'm going to have to go in and fix it. Sorry about this. Okay, does everybody realize, I want everybody to give me a hand. Do y'all realize that I'm showing y'all a test? This is not due. If this is a show me test, please tell each other it's a show me test. Okay, I'm going to fix this test right here. Edit, settings for class. Today is what? Today is August something, 20th. And I'm going to start it at 10 o'clock. I swear somebody's going to email me today. Say, how can we be having a test and we haven't even gone over anything? Good gosh, y'all people need to take a chill pill. August the 20th, and I'm going to shut it. Our class is over. I'm going to shut our class down at 10:45 today. Well, I'm going to put 11. Somebody's going to freak out. I got 15 minutes. Chances I got to take this test. 3. You get 3 chances to take a test. Why did I give y'all? Somebody take a guess, and you can type it in or blurt it out. Why do you think I give you 3 chances to take the test? That means I want y'all to interact with me. I want y'all to say something or type something in. Because we can't make an excuse on why. Now, how did you know that, Miss Sanchez? Have you had me before? I think you've had me before. I said it last class. I suck. Okay, I give you 3 so you can improve your grade. Exactly. Good. Yes, you're right. That takes care of let's see, I had 5 dead grandmothers. That takes care of that excuse that y'all used to give when we used to give in-class tests of my grandmother. If you go outside of the test, Does anybody know what will happen if you go outside of the test and click on something with your cursor? Does anybody know what happens? It will block your access to anything in the future, including test and homework. So if you go to Khan Academy while you're doing a test, then it's going to send me an email that says that you went out of the test area. So don't call me or text me and say, Hubert, lightning hit my house and blew my house up, because the message is going to it's not going to tell me power failure or web access failure. It's going to say that you left the test. Okay, so I hope everybody got, if you leave the test, it's going to tell me, and it's going to block you off. Somebody answer that one. Why do I give y'all 90 minutes to take a 50-minute test? Come on, somebody's got it in you.
To get rid of that excuse of
There you go.
need more time.
Y'all starting to see a pattern here? I'm getting rid of all your what? Excuses. All my tests are designed for 50 minutes. That's why. How can I do that? Well, when I go, I'll show you. And that's pretty much it. Save and assign. When I go in and set up a test, I'm going to show you how I do it. Edit. And next. And it's not going to let me. Crap. Okay, anyway, when I go in, it's time. I put 10 questions on it and it say 22 minutes. And then I add another 5 questions, it'll say 45 minutes. And then I add another 3 questions on it, it'll say 50 minutes. And then I stop there and I make that the test. And then I give you an hour and a half to take a 50-minute test. Okay, so let's go to the main menu and pull up assignments. And here's our assignments. I click on test. And there is my Unit 1 test. Now remember, I haven't got this in the new format yet, so I've got to make new tests. You're all going to get brand new tests from me. Okay? The first thing it tells you which test it is. It tells you how many questions. It tells you the due date, so y'all don't ask me when it's due. It tells me the number of attempts. And you're going to start the test. Now, if you go outside of this rectangle, right here, you can go outside and hover. But if I click on one of these, or if I click on homework, or if I click on internet and go, it's going to shut down the test. There's a math question. There's a math question. Oh my gosh, look, there's a bonus question. You can answer them with me in the chat. If you take several forms of a unit test in Hubert's class, how is it counted? He gives you a drop slip. He takes the highest grade and drops the lowest. He calls you a loser. I like to see better. He averages the grades. B. Next question. Math question.
Priority 1 message.
These are all a lot of review questions. When does the homework terminate? Well, I want you to put this in your notes. Okay? Remember the outline? I bet we done lost the outline. Did I have it up? Where is it? Y'all look at the outline. Why is it down here so low? There we go. Remember me telling you that the outline was the most important printout? It is, because when we get to 2.4, what does that mean? Somebody tell me what, when I start doing 2.4 material, what does that mean?
The test is coming up.
The test is coming up. So that means that you should be working on 2.4 homework, and that's it. So when should you work on point 1? When I cover 1.2, you should work on 1.2. When I cover 1.3, you should work on 1.3. When I cover 1.4, you should work on 1.4. Does everybody see what I'm getting at? So when I get to 2.4, the only homework that you should have due is what? 2.4. Do you know who worries about dates the most? Anybody want to answer that question? Who worries about dates the most?
Procrastinators.
How did you know that? Have you had me before? Who is that? I couldn't see the name. That's Miss Hollister. Miss Hollister, how'd you know that?
My friend had you last semester.
Who is your friend?
Her name's Dawson.
Okay.
She had you online over the summer, actually.
You there? Hello?
I couldn't hear it. Went out. What did you say?
Did she take my math 110?
I'm thinking so. Yes, whichever one you
Yeah.
had over the summer.
Yeah, math 110 is the sister to this class. Math 110 is college algebra. It has more focus on trig. This class doesn't have as much trig as the our introduction to trig that the 110 does. Or I'm sorry, you know, the lean toward. This has more of a business and models. Okay, anyway, when I get procrastinators hate me because I won't give them a date. Okay, you use this outline to figure out when the date is. And by the time you get down to about right here, you're going to say, okay, we got a test coming up, probably not this week, but probably next week. And when I give go over the test, okay, that means that we're finished with the section, and I'm going to, after I finish the test, I'm going to put a date on the test, and I'm going to put a date on the homework. Now, the procrastinators, they don't like that. They want to know January 15th right here, so they can wait until January 13th to do the homework. Well, I'm sorry. That's not the way I work. So you can ask me from now until doomsday. I'm going to tell you, I have no idea. Look at the outline. Okay, so now everybody's calling me names. I know I'm a bastard. I know that. You don't have to tell me. Now, I'm the teacher. That's why I can go in and out of this test, but you can't. Okay, next. Math question, math question. All the well, now, even this question is obsolete. Now, it's not his cell phone, but that's the answer. The best way to contact me now is through Teams, because it comes to my cell phone also. So that's the best way to contact me, through the individual chat. Now, if you want to contact me through the, you know, the bulletin board chat, that's fine. But most of the time when students need to contact me, they contact me through the individual chat. Next. Some of these questions are first day of class. Some of them are from students that tried to pull the dumbass on me at the end of the semester and say they didn't know this. So that's why I put it in the form of a question. And you'll see some of those in just a minute. What should a student do if something happens and they are out of class for a while? This was the student had her grade turn-in, and she missed the Unit 3 test. So she didn't make it up because she should have made it up when I give you the chance to make it up. And that's usually the last week of class or right before the last week of class. I give everybody a chance to make up homework, tests. I give you all the avenues to make it up. People that fail my class or do not do well in my class, they're either lazy, they're either non-sentient, or it just doesn't compute. Because if you tell me that you've had a wreck or you got to go on if you tell me beforehand and if you tell me when it happens, then we can work together. Or if your mother or father, husband, girlfriend, wife, whatever, calls me or texts me or message me, that somebody give me a hand raised of work, that you work, a part-time job or a full-time job. Somebody give me a hand. Okay, Miss Sanchez. Miss Sanchez was the first one I saw. Miss Sanchez, where do you work? You can either type it in or you can.
Philo.
You work at Bilo.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one do you work at? Okay. Because I camp out at the one at 24. I go there like every other day. I use the little carts. That way I don't spend $200 or $300 worth. I use the little carts. I don't use the big carts. So I go every 2 or 3 days. Anyway, what happens if you decided to take a cruise and you didn't call Bilo?
I'll get fired.
Oh my God. Don't you think that's a little extreme? Let me tell you something, people. I'm going to show you something, and I am a father, but I'm going to, and I don't mean y'all in this class, I mean students in general. I'm going to give y'all a little piece of advice for life. And I'm going to make it big. I'm going to make it big ass. Okay? I said big ass. I don't know why y'all think I said big ass. I said big ass. All right, here we go. You are a product of your own decisions, and I hope I spelled decisions right. I don't like words like that. And choices. You are a product of your own decisions and choices. So when you decide that you're going to make, and this is my father's, but I don't know if anybody said it before him. He used to say this all the time. When I would make a dumbass decision, he would say this. Okay? So you are a product of your own decisions and choices. So let's go back to Miss Sanchez. Miss Sanchez, what was your decision? You decided to go to Aruba for 2 weeks, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you decided not to tell Bilo, correct?
Yep.
So what is the consequences?
Me getting fired.
Getting fired. Okay? With each choice you make, there may be a consequence. Now, I don't understand why we have people that don't believe this now, but this is true now, and it will be true until the end of days. You are a product of your own decisions and your choices. To run in a 35-mile-an-hour zone, then don't cry when what? When you get a ticket. Because you made that choice. Okay, now why did I go into that father mode? I went into that father mode because you're not going to make any headway with me calling me or texting me 2 weeks after the final exam. So make sure you communicate with me. Or your parents, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, guardian, whatever the case may be. Somebody needs to tell me that you're in a hospital bed or you're in Aruba, one of the two. Okay, are y'all ready for this? This is Hubert's #1 bonus question that is missed. Explanation. The only answer that could be a possible answer is C. But I don't know why people miss this question. Maybe they're not sentient. I don't know. That's the #1. This is #2. This is the #2 most missed question. Why is 30, 30, 30 not plausible? That means I want y'all, when I stay silent like that, that means I want somebody to talk.
It doesn't add up to
Or
100.
it doesn't equal 100%, exactly. That's what people check. Hold on, my boss just texted me. Yeah. Trying to do my job. All right, 20%, 10%, 50%, and 20%. Anytime you're given a choice of percentages, they have to equal what? 100.
100.
And I've already told you, yours is 70, 20, and 10. This says exam. The exam is part of the 70, so there's the 70 right there. Homework is 20, quizzes 10, homework and exams 70. Okay? If a student does not complete a homework assignment, oh, this is the student last semester. Y'all with me? Last semester, he decided that he's just going to do the test. So he went through the whole semester and he just did the test and had a 93 average. Everybody? Why he made a C in the course with a 93 test average. Okay, I'm waiting.
Homework adds up.
He didn't do one piece of homework. So he made the choice of not doing what? Homework. So you have to deal with the consequences. Guess what he did? He decided to call my department head. Well, see, my department head knows how I do things because I've been teaching longer than she has. Okay? She knows that I give you 3 tries on each test. She knows that I give y'all a week to take the test. She knows that I give y'all 90 minutes to take a 50-minute test. And she knows that I give you some homework or tests that you've missed. You know what she said to him? She said, he gives you ample time to do assignments that you missed at the end of the semester. You didn't do that. And you decided at the beginning of the semester not to do the work. So your consequence is you didn't follow directions. So your consequence is you got 20 points deducted from your grade. It's that simple. So when you don't do a homework assignment, well, how do I know what homework assignments to do? Do I need to say anything? My labs, my math, what is it called? My labs math will coincide with, so you have if you decide to do it, if you decide not to do it, that's like you deciding to go to Aruba and not tell your employer. Or you decided to go 80 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. It's called free will. We have those, we can make those decisions for ourselves, but we have to pay the consequences. I know, I'm a bastard. All I want people to do is follow directions. I'm awful. If you have incomplete assignments and Hubert puts a 0 in for the grade, what will that do to your grade? It will decrease it. What branch did I serve in? The only one with the United States in front of it. I try to give y'all a hint there. I put on a test and believe it is correct. If you want to challenge a question on a test after it's due, after you've completed it, which one do you think it is? I think it's scream and throw a temper tantrum. I actually had a student do that. And this is the most popular. Send several emails to Hubert with the last one saying, hello. Well, I'm not going to answer any of them because you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to what? Ask Hubert if you can meet with him after class. Simple as that. If you send me an email, if Miss, let's say Miss, where is she at? I can't remember Zoe's last name. If Zoe was to send me an email and say, Hubert, I did the chapter 1 test, unit 1 test, and I missed 5 questions, and I just don't think they're right. I don't think they're wrong. Well, I don't respond to stuff that I've already covered. Okay? If I've covered it first and second day, I'm probably not going to respond to your email because I've already told you what you should do. Okay? Next. In your grade book, after you have completed all material, what should you hit? Well, it used to be overall grade, but they got rid of it because people couldn't see the big orange button that said overall grade, so they got rid of it and just made it default to overall grade. Math question. If you look at your overall grade one day and it has decreased, this is for the guy that didn't know that homework made his grade go down. Hubert and Russia have conspired against you. I will take that as the answer, but that's not the correct answer. Your lowest test grade with your final exam grade. Somebody tell me what's the only possible answer.
A.
A. No way, no how. Because I give you 3 chances to take the test. I give you 90 minutes to take each test. And I also give you 10 to 12, so far 12 bonus questions on each test. Why does Hubert not entertain extra points at the end of the semester? Because I want you to live in a ditch. That's what I tell my students, that's what I tell my kids. Daddy, I don't want to do that. I say, well, don't. You'll just fail and live in a ditch the rest of your life. D, he awards me extra points for these type questions. question. If you ever meet somebody in life that had me and made below a 40 in my class or hates me, chances are they procrastinate and they're lazy. Because what do I cover? I cover all your what? Excuses. Now, what about homework? Well, I'm going to go back to, here we go, homework. Assignment. And this is the good part. And I got to hurry because I've got to pick up my son at 11 o'clock. So I've got to leave here by 10:45-ish, 10:50-ish. Okay, where is assignments? Main menu. This is my lab math. Okay, assignments. Don't tell me it's done logged me out. There we go. Okay, here's assignments. Let's just do homework. And you want to do this skills review. That's also included in your grade. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to hit that. Whatever, continue. There we go. And this is what your homework looks like. Now, this is the good part. Let's say you don't know how to do the problem. You click on this. Y'all see all these resources? Help me solve this is like a tutoring session where the tutor asks you 5 questions before you even do this. How many signs do we have? We have 1 sign. Do we have a 0? Are we multiplying by 0? Yes. What happens when you multiply a number by 0? And then you get the answer. That's called help me solve this. When do you use help me solve this? You use help me solve in here you've never seen before. And that's when you hit help me solve this. What's the difference between help me solve this and view an example? View an example does not ask you any questions. View an example, just show me how to do it, step by step. When do you use help me solve this? When you remember a little bit, but you're not sure. That's when you use view an example. Help me solve this when you've never seen the material before. Video, that's for you visual learners, people that like to watch a video, like me. I would rather watch a video than read, okay? So they show you how to do the problem, and like there, see?
-25. To subtract signs numbers, change the sign of the number being subtracted.
Okay, hurry up, whatever. I want her to see, I want you to see her writing. There she goes. Okay, well, she's never going to write. There she goes.
32 plus 25.
I can't figure out if she's writing backwards or if she's, I want to get one of those, I want to get one of those invisible boards. I can't figure out how they do that. I want to get one. All right, so that's your video. And then you got your textbook, shows you in the textbook, worksheet, that's like a Excel worksheet. Here we go, ask my instructor. Now print, that's self-explanatory. If you want to print this question out and do it by hand, you know, with a piece of paper, that's fine. Ask my instructor. Let's say that you go through all of these and you don't know how to do the problem. Hit ask my instructor. Okay, and I just minutes. Tuesday or following class, I go to my handy dandy email, which Tri-County has logged you out of because Tri-County don't use email in class. So anyway, there's the email because I don't have a, there we go, 110. Okay, it didn't put it in the 110 folder. I don't know why it didn't, but it's supposed to. Here is the question, and look, there's the message right there. So you know I just sent it. And I hit the homework question, and then we do the question in class. Now, why is that important for the class? I want y'all to answer this, okay? Why is this so important for the class? Anybody? Because the Ask My Instructor button, it adds up. Yes, it does. Does everybody understand that? Give me a hand or yes, you understand or something. My thing keeps cutting out. I'm sorry. Well, you might have to watch the video. I'm sorry. I hope my voice ain't cutting out. But anyway, I may get Tuesday when we actually start, and the next Thursday, I may have 5 or 10 questions that y'all sent. Remember this. Here's another saying. And this applies to what I'm talking about right now. The squeaky door gets the what? Squeaky door gets the what? Anybody know? There's always some person that says that I don't pronounce it correctly. So I don't pronounce words with OIL in it. So you'll hear me say FOIL or OIL or SOIL, because there's always some smartass in the group that says I don't pronounce it the same way. Okay? The correct way. So just like DOG and LOG, I don't pronounce those correctly either. And I don't want to have some person tell me how to pronounce, and I've got more degrees than they do. The squeaky door gets the grease. If you send me questions, I'm going to go over them. If you don't send me questions, what am I going to assume?
That we already know how to do it.
Exactly. So if I go over 1.1 Tuesday, and Thursday, I'm going to. Okay, I'm getting a lot of background. What am I going to do on Thursday? Yeah, that's true. You're right, Mr. Sirkovich. I'm going to say Sirkovich, and you just deal with it, okay? All right. What am I going to go over on Thursday if I cover 1.1 on Tuesday and I don't get any homework questions?
1.2.
I'm going to cover 1.2. Procrastinators don't like that. See, procrastinators, they're going to want me to go over 1.1 material when I'm in 2.4, and I'm not going to do it. So when I get to, no, Mr. Abdallah, you cannot have control. I'm going to deny you control. Okay. I know some people hit that by mistake. Okay. If okay, so that's the homework and the test and everything. Now, some of y'all are already asking. I throw out the test and I throw out the homework, and some of y'all are already hammying on me. Oh my God, we got this to you. Chill out, okay? Chill out. Let's go back to the assignments. My courses, oh shoot. Oh, I need to show you the other way to get in. My Math Lab. Right there. MyMathLab.com. I'm going to send this to you right now. So you will have it, and you type in your new username and password. Now, if you made your new username and password the same as your MyLabs Plus, that's fine. I'll send it to chat, team. Okay, y'all tell me if you got it. I'm gonna send it, hold on. And I'm gonna send it to you right now. Somebody tell me if you got it. It should have a link there. Somebody let me know if you got it. It should be in the posted chat. Anybody?
I'm not seeing anything.
Look and tell me if you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
It's there.
All right. So that's how you sign in and you type in, I'm gonna type in, I hope this is my old, this is not my MyLabs Plus. I hope I do this right. I can't remember my password. Okay, that's it. And there we go. I'm gonna go back to assignments. Now, if you can click on an assignment, that means you can what? You can work on it. I can click on that one, that's due. I can click on this one. 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 So right now, you can start working on this if you want to. Why did I say if you want to? Because I haven't even started covering math yet. I'm going to start Tuesday. Does everybody understand that? I'm going to type that in. I'm going to type that in right now. I'm going to start math Tuesday. So that means y'all don't have to do anything until Tuesday. Now, if you want to go in, if you want to worry about your supplies, getting a book, getting a calculator, and you want to do that all this weekend, you can do that all this weekend. I'm not going to start any of these. I'm going to look over this. We're going to pull some of these out. I'm going to do some of those. I'm going to do some of these, and I'm going to start with 1.1. All three of these, I'm going to start. I'm going to start playing, looking at them, and we're going to go over some review. We're going to do all that Tuesday. Whatever I cover, you're responsible for in the homework. If I cover these three, and I go over 3 questions from here, or 5 questions from here, I go over 5 questions from here, I go over a few questions here, then you're responsible for those units. If I cover up to 1.2, then that's when you are responsible for 1.2. Okay? Question, right? Go on. Get ahead of me because I have been known to take out sections. Now, right now, if they're on here, then chances are I'm going to cover it. Okay? Who's got questions on homework, test, MyLabs Plus, e-text, supplies? Okay.
So you only want us to do the skill checks right now, right?
You can do any of these you want to. I'm not going to start until Tuesday. So y'all can go in and play with these all you want to. But when I start covering material, you have to go in and start doing the work. You see what I'm saying? If I cover these 3 sections right here, I'm going to say Tuesday, okay, you need to be working on this, you need to be working on this, and you need to be working on this. And then that means that I'm expecting the next y'all to have this done.
You have a work email.
Does that answer your question? I guess it does. All right, let me look at the attendance, because I need to check the attendance. Oh, got to log in again. My God. Yeah, I've got to go attendance tracker, Math 109. And I'm just going to check the people that weren't here the rest of the week. Phillips, are you here? Phillips. Miss Rawhut is here. Okay, Phillips is here and Rawhut is here. Stoddard. Is Stoddard here? Let me look on the enrollment and see if he's here. Where is my enrollment? There it is. Stoddard. Nope. Stoddard is not here. Miss Wilder. Wilder. Let me see if she's here. I don't see Wilder. Okay, anybody else? Everybody else has got a yes. That means that you are in the class because you have attended at least one time this week, so you are in the class. The only people that I have is not attended is Stoddard and Wilder. Okay, I'm gonna open it up for 1 minute. Anybody got questions?
I just have something to talk to you about after class, if that's okay.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, well, I am going to shut down the presentation and the recording. And if anybody don't